Celery, though, has to fairy fire the double blink strike and Whisper with the first blood. Ooh, it starts off well.
Or are they? Celery? Another blink strike's available.
Oh, you're right. Back in on top of the Rubik. Tricks of the trade and the final touch. There it is. Whisper with another kill, chaining away from Duraccio. And Whisper's the one with all the stacks on him, so Matthew will take a fair number of hits to kill him.
Yeah, he has
like Ursa can.
7 Furious White charges.
God, Quinn down in the bottom rune spot. 3 seconds to go, and C-Smile deciding he wants to fight around this, forcing Tofu away. The Fortune's End is there, and in we go.
They took the rune away from Quinn, but in terms of first EXO, there's not going to be any damage dealt to a tower.
Whisper stuck behind this tier 1 top. Might be in a bit of trouble now. Yeah, getting ripped to shreds by the end.
Necessary to get Lasso going. If he's going to be farming the jungle, we'll put the next point in Firefly.
Attempting on Panda. Good damage from the Ench, and Tofu's Tiny secures the kill. Pakaz still level 5, trying to get the bashes onto Ace. C-Smile rotates. They'll look for this Enchantress kill in the tree. Yeah, Matthew lassoed up. Batrider the Chrono in the Firefly still, focusing the Tiny. And Quinn, full HP with Duracio's help. Will get on top of Pakaz with some Fury swipes in the overpower, but C-Smile tracking back to bully this Ursa. He doesn't have much left in the tank. Fortune's End flies out to try and...
Batrider is countered. He was supposed to be Chrono.
Yeah, straight on the edge. Pakaz needs a backup from DP and Timbersaw, but it's still a difficult target to bring down. The Avalanche looks good, but Ace still going to fall. Now Pakaz moves on the Tiny. Tofu in trouble. And Game Gladiator is going to cut their losses. Try and get Quinn out of danger. Cancel TPs down to bottom. And move away from here, but Whisper wants to keep on diving. You'll Scepter up, C-Smile catches. Whisper held down by the Death Trumpet, and they'll dive behind this tier 2 tower. Yeah, smoke breaks, Panda knows. Spot the Tiny in the trees. Plant him up. Catch him out. E.G. bring Mage Slayer is next from Ace. He's dived under his tier 1. Matthew spotted him. Timbersaw on top of the Ench, but the Nature's Attendant, tons of heal, and there's the Sproing, the Rainbow Impetus shot, launching out onto Matthew, nearly killing Ricky, but he gets off the tricks of the trade, while C-Smile in behind this tier 1. Diving Ace, the Chrono comes, Tofu and Ace both caught inside, and Whisper with a Chakra will finish it off yet another kill. Tofu down, and C-Smile is unstoppable. No EXO.
Smoke, no Chrono, no EXO.
We're going to play forward, sleep up the Batrider, but Matthew's the one to get blown up by Duraccio. Does have to use the Enrage to get behind his tower. Quinn wants back in though. C-Smile
saved. That's big.
The false promise. A Faceless Void could get caught off through the control. Matthew going to start things off with a Sleeping Dart though. Straight onto Quinn and forcing his BKB early on. Half health for Batrider while C-Smile. Avalanche for now. Holding his BKB in the Yules. Now has to use it, but the Ursa's damage substantial against the DP, and EG are the ones who have to run. Pretty nice against all these spellcasters. Trying to catch out Whisper top lane. Lasso is there, and the down from Duraccio trying to kill him off, but a Timber Chain and the arrival of C-Smile slows things down. Wanted to chase Duraccio, and Whisper getting some revenge, but Game Gladiators, they are all here. Avalanche toss, Whisper about to die. The Bolt Promise is there, and Panda keeps him alive. A killing spree for him as they dive in. C-Smile falls, but Duraccio dead.
Oh, look at this damage from Antares.
Spikes them all to death.
Have another one.
Radiant scanning off to the right, that turns red as well, so everybody knows the direction the opponents are coming from. Ricky starts with a Sleeping Dart, the jump in from Pakaz, no Chrono yet. Tofu trying the Avalanche top. Ricky being focused down as Duraccio and Quinn straight onto him. Tofu and Matthew trading lives, and Quinn just trying to chase up here, but C-Smile keeping them at bay while Duraccio trapped in between 3 of EG, down to half health. They've got the bit of save and a buying time from the Yule. KP looking to jump back in, the Avalanche again, but there's a false promise from the Oracle. Aegis already claimed up as Duraccio blinking back to his side of the map. And the 2-man Chrono there, catching both supports. Quinn and Ace still on the outskirts though, doing an awful lot of damage here. And Pakaz is struggling to stick on a target. Celery with the Spirit Siphons, trying to roleplay as Boxy, but can't quite get the job done. And now Ace trapped in place. Quinn and Duraccio on this high ground, not able to rejoin the fight. EG will come out victorious.
Finished on Whisper, so double Chakram.
Panda. False promise. Not going to help him out too much here. Drag back into the flames of Quinn. EG looking to press into this enemy ancient spot where they do have high ground vision. Straight up Chrono, catch Rubik and the Ench. They They need the damage onto Ace as quickly as possible, and Whisper will provide that. Blow up the Enchantress. She gets off a strike. The next attendant's not going to heal her. Dukalis jumps on the Picard. DKB and full promise required to buy the time he needs. Time walks a little bit off, and now the Ursa kind of stuck here. Lift up, drag back, not saving you from Whisper's reinitiation. Very attentive EG, focusing the targets they need, and diving this tier 2 for the Rubik kill. The cherry on top.
Shard upgrade. Didn't even use the oh my god, he has a Force Staff and Ogre Shield Totem as well. With the shard, plus time walk.
So much mobility.
The gap. They caught him.
Yeah, lassoed up, but the U-rules make sure that the Ursa can't do the damage, and Picard saved by his team, allowed to chrono this Ursa. Now Ench arriving, and a stolen one. There's the Rubik coming in clutch. Everyone's BG stuck inside. Dukalis still dies. Timber chain across, looking for Tofu now. Matthew trying to jump back in onto this Enchantress, but the lift to save. Celery keeps them at bay, allows Ace to keep doing damage while Smile and Whisper chasing this Enchantress. Get the pesky Fawn out of here. Catch a glimpse of the Oracle, find out where Panda's playing. Matthew back to the high ground as twin BKBs and moves up the ramp. Focusing for Cards, he's got time walk off to the right. The chrono looks like a good one. They've killed Panda off though. Oracle is down, so no safety net. Dukalis getting blown up though. Has to buy back a stolen chrono. Two of them trapped inside from EG, but Dukalis is about to die here. Quinn has already fallen, had to buy back himself. Whisper moving in. Celery stealing the timber chain. Smile nearly dead. The Hurricane Pipe pushes him back, and Ace blows up the Death Prophet now. Hakaz getting tossed around near the Roach Pit, controlled up by the lift. Have they got the damage to finish him off? He time walks off to the left, and Whisper is back in again. Chakram missing, the Force Staff out of Tofu, getting the distance he needs, and the stolen Chakram, Celery chucks it back at the Timber Saw. They saw Matthew taking this outpost. They've got the vision through the gem of Quinn, and plenty of damage to bring the Ricky down. The Yule Scepter on 20 HP, just delaying the inevitable, buying time. No way he survives here. Surely no way he survives here, right? He's got Blink Strike, but nothing to blink to. Well done, the Envoy in the mid lane. Whisper getting gone on by Tofu and Dukalis. EG, they know there's multiple members of Gaming Gladiator is pretty distant away.
I'm always sad that you can't break Tiny. It would be so funny if it just shrinks. Double Abyssal, Lotus Orb.
That's it back. Tofu's in though with the Avalanche toss.
EG's alone here.
Gladiator is bringing 4 members to kill off Whisper. Smile gonna go for the BKB TP. Dukalis trying to close the gap to Tofu and Ace here.
Thinking about it.
Goes straight for the chrono. Exo as well. They really want to kill Ace here. Gaming Gladiators rallying around the Enchantress. She's got off the BKB and the attendants. Enchantress with some more strikes could actually play her way out of this one. Tofu going to survive. Dragged away from Picard. And now they've moved back in onto the Faceless Void. He's going to try and time walk it off thanks to the False Promise, but now Panda, the target of choice for Tofu and Celery, has the Fate's Edict on him, so protected against the magic damage, while Picard and Smile chasing Quinn now. The Bat Rider gets turned on. This fight is dragging out forever as another chrono from Picard. Target. Celery's Rubik trying to coming out to play into the southern jungle and finding the Enchantress. A Yule from Matthew finds a bonus target. Celery's Rubik trying to flicker away, but doesn't get any distance. So Whisper. The additional bonus from the Halberd on ranged heroes.
Enchantress getting very close to her level 25.
Blink initiation. Ursa gets lifted and forced out away. Ace gets the attendants out, points back, but Picard just keeps on chasing. Chrono's up the Enchantress now. Looking to blow up Ace. There is buyback available, and of course Ace in the hands of the Ursa still. DP caught inside that chrono along with Whisper, unable to keep giving chase. Trying to blink and timber chain across. Might be able to get a catch with the side device. What is that? Is that flamethrower stolen by Rubik? Gets up to the high ground, away we head. Lots of expenditure here from EG. Chrono, Exo, still wanting to find more, but a Blink Lasso, Bat Rider.
That's another one.
Goes for the double lasso on the Faceless Void as Celery annihilated by Matthew and the Timber Saw in the back line. Comes with a double damage rune as well, and he walks straight into the middle of them. Lincoln's popped. He does get Scythe. Ursa on him. The backup there from the Oracle. False Promise and the big chrono. Bat Rider caught up in it. Quinn being battered into the ground. Dead for 2 minutes. Ace might be found as well, but they're going to go for the backline. Rubik being destroyed by Picard's Faceless Void. Time walks back in, looks for Ace, reverses it, rewinds, backs away. As Tofu splits the fight, multiple directions. Picard and Whisper find Dukalis under the smoke screen, can't do anything, caught up and killed.
They're constantly disarmed both of the cores of Gaming Gladiator. They cannot deal damage.
Dukalis finally gets to open up onto a target and he slept. He's hexed. Control for days on end. There's no end in sight. Just being blown up and controlled everywhere. Duracho gets tossed across to the Oracle, but Panda, even has to disarm his own. Gets the baiting down, and the damage is down. Whisper with a double kill. Well, Ace
by Pathrider. This can't be correct. Like that's one stick in a palm, and then maybe like some Firefly damage, and EGs wanna close this one out. There are no buybacks available. This is game, Gary.
Yeah, looks like it. They'll try and glyph. Maybe Ace can sproik his way to a base defense, but it looks like EG have got this one in the bag now. A very close fought game one, very tight battles, and it looked like Game Gladiators using their windows to perfection, but EG with these chronospheres, the late game protection of the false promise out of Oracle, and the itemization, hexing, darting, halberding, so much annoyance that Edge can't do a damn thing. She spends half the game in the sky.
Disarmed again.
Disarmed damage more, and GG is cold. EG take game one.
They disarmed the Enchantress. Mech on Io. There's gonna be a lot of sustain, and this
Radiant's middle.
They want this first blood. They want Ace.
Go in on them with a rebound, catching profit. Damage from the TA and first blood. Grabbed by Pakas. Come towards the top room spot and find a DD. Tofu faster with the fingers as Whisper has just solo killed Duracho.
Oh no, I was watching this top rune.
And Matthew, yeah, fighting with Panda and Sea-Smile. Now he lands a stun. Catches Tusk unaware.
What a disastrous spot. Like I'm not sure why you're even stuck
Whisper?
there.
Radiant's
Tofu on his
top
own
tower
couldn't do
is
too
under
much.
attack.
Maybe with Quinn arriving now. Helped out with the tag team, plenty of damage. Disposed though, stops Quinn's movement forward. This is all while Pakas continues to get free farm and even goes for the solo kill. Ace close to death and he gets finished off. Sea-Smile taking large camp stacks. Might get jumped on here with a snowball, but the swashbuckle misses. Walrus punch connects and the roll of thunder inside the shards gets them the kill. Now EG wanting to answer the aggression. Onslaught and trample, finding Tofu. Tusk is pulverized.
13 and a half minutes into the game.
Could be nasty. Whisper. He's in a 1v2 situation, going straight for Celery. Let's see if he can... no tether available for him. EG starting to swarm. 3 heroes heading down to that bottom jungle. Matthew is alone for now, and that Wrath of Nature. Every 2 minutes he's got a new item. Dragonlance, Deso, Blink. Rebound in from Matthew. Drag back Tofu. So his Blink will be a little delayed now as they go for yet another objective. Even trying to collapse on the enemy Ancient's high ground, looking for Celery. Finds his target. Ace. There we go with a stun connecting. Matthew's in. Control the profit. Got the trample damage. Snowball will delay the death of the Tusk here. Take a little while longer for them to kill him off, but eventually he will fall.
He wants to be able to pick that one up. Get a shard, most likely as his next item. Troll getting caught.
Yeah, they've got the snowball shade. Let's see if EG can control the troll, but handing, 300 gold over to the IO, in fact. That's Quinn. Trying to shield crash his way out with this. Whisper will still have the pulverizer. Melt strike, there it is. One hit kill. They come in with a troll, Celery, tethered up to Duracho, focusing onto Matthew, killing off the Marcy. While Panda and Whisper holding the line. Pakas wanting to run away from this, doesn't want to battle into Gaming Gladiators anymore. Thinks about it though, jumps forward and kills the troll. Waited and bided his time. Looks for Tofu now, a few more swipes out of this Deso. TA is going to find multiple kills.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Five seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Storm Spirit!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to puck. Radiant team ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Rapper.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Pick.
Anti-mage.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to
Vlada.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Beastmaster. Seconds remaining. Chen.
Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
Сейчас
Won't escape.
What is
0 ошибок.
this?
Я не
A game
ошибаюсь.
of some sort?
My deepest sympathies.
Thirty seconds to battle.
What disappointment.
The battle begins.
Сейчас поиграем.
Чего ты злишься?
0 ошибок. 0 ошибок. Я не ошибаюсь.
Denied. Penance. Not for you.
Nice. That's huge. Solo definitely winning on that one. And that all comes down to the pressure that he was applying to the hoodlums the entire time there.
I guess the lightning creep as well. Pretty nice. FNG up at top. Nearly dead.
Oh, low.
Close. As Headdress and Tang goes to regen up, but you can see, you talked about the slot off for VP at the beginning of the draft. Lane Bullier really getting him in the face of Kiritych here. 8 last hits for the AM, not looking too hot.
And Antares, I believe, has a Blightstone. Yeah, so I was looking at FNG, I was like, man, he's getting owned, and then I saw his armor. It's like, the Rubik Blightstone coming into play.
The -2 armor, yeah.
Slardar pretty much the only offlaner that was really angry about the Wraith ban change, losing the attack speed, I believe. Everyone else is kind of like, oh, whatever, that's fine. Like I'm just here for the armor, but Slardar,
He wanted it. Well, he's already got his items queued up. Tread the Mask of Madness. Miero knows what he wants.
Sir, is that a Vanguard Radiance Animage? Is that what I just saw?
Excuse
me? Is he joking? He has a queued.
AM does have Vanguard Treads Radiance queued up. Well,
does he think he's the ABBA?
I guess so. I mean,
now to be clear, people have been doing this, but I don't know. I thought it was more experimental than like we're all doing it now. But for the past couple days, this has been the flavor. It's everyone's trying it, so we're gonna see. I mean, Faces Void used to do this build. It was pretty hype. Kiritych lost the game 5 hours ago doing this.
Oh, that's a good sign.
So just a heads up.
Yeah, the thing with Radiance builds is you kind of, in this patch, in this, kind of modern Dota where everyone's, oh, hang on a second, AM doesn't have Blink, he's getting whacked around by the Slaughter. Kiritych, FNG behind him trying to heal him up, but First Blood's coming. One more touch from the Rubik. No, he hits the IO. He doesn't kill the AM. Still scary times for VP.
Actually so sick this game because like they're never gonna have any way around the mischance.
Yeah, so this is the thing, right? Radiance builds have always been pretty good at doing that damage over time, slow, long, drawn-out fights. But recently, it feels like team fights are starting and ending in 5 seconds. So you get a jump, a catch, you have that immediate burst damage, you take a hero down, then there's like a buyback that comes out to maybe extend things another few seconds. But when you've got unkillable heroes like Abaddon, like Alchemist in the old days, I kind of feel like AM fits that role with Counterspell and his talents now.
That's true. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It is funny how heroes have shifted so much because of talents. Like I don't know, there's definitely some bias that we all have about like the way the hero used to be, and like because they can still have a lot of the same skills, but so much of it is different now because of talents. Like the game, it's like Viper. Like people still have a lot of these misconceptions about that hero just because of like how he used to fall off so hard.
Yo, FNG, he hides in the trees, and AM just keeps on fighting, burns all their mana, and then hits into Miero. Keep on going on Antares there. Mango's pop. See if he can get out a Fade Bolt. Mana for it, and a jump forward. Catching up to the Slardar. He needs the bash to turn around and slow down Kiritych here. They're just going for more though, munching on them. Oh, that's a pretty strong lane from them.
Yeah, that blink too to keep the tether in range was really sick.
Yeah, like a lot of these heroes, it felt like, back in the day, people are saying, why didn't you pick tank? Where's our tank? And Valve were listening. Livestream was like, yeah, let's give a bunch of these heroes tank talents. Give them some counterspell, magic resistance, and extra HP and strength and stuff like that.
I'm the tank now. That's that's Mage, yeah.
I feel like AM's no longer this like cheesy, ratty split pusher. He's a tank.
Thrift rewarded.
Once he gets there,
yeah. Shout out to Havost 7 years ago for going Vanguard Vlad's phase boots or whatever it was.
We need the helm build next. Stack the camps. The true meta there. Solo though.
Solo.
The Zaps.
First coil of the game. First blood for them. VP pick it up. 6 minutes in, that's First Blood. It's felt like there's been a lot of back and forth, but no kills until now.
And overall though, the farming has been fine for Ramses, considering like it's sort of all right that Solo's dying. That it really doesn't matter as long as the Abba's farming. And benefits of Abba, don't have to build a Vanguard. You're gonna make it to the Radiance just by rushing it. And the Animage, on the other hand, can't really afford to do that. And that's always going to be like the big difference that we're going to try and essentially solve when it comes to this Battle Fury build or this Radiance build, and which one is maybe overall better or which one's going to be important for your game. And the question comes down to, can you afford to get a Vanguard and farm your way to the Radiance and still have a team that's playing Dota at that point in the game?
Well, does he need the Vanguard with an IO with him? Because it looks like he's decided to skip the Vanguard and just go Treads Radiance now.
I think that's a great idea. I would love that, because that's been like the main problem. Because if you look at all these games with these Vanguard, like the Radiance usually doesn't come until like 17, like 14 minutes, like the fastest. Like you're having a really good game, you get Vanguard 14 minute maybe. Whereas a Battle Fury in a free game is like 11 minutes. So it can obviously make a huge difference in terms of the pace of the farming that you're going to get after that. Yeah, I really hope that's what he does.
And I guess that's one of the strengths of having Beastmaster off lane. He's not having a great actual lane itself, but once he gets that helm, we know what he can do. Pressure into the tower, take over that bottom jungle. He's going to meet some resistance against this solo Chen, but so far from HR, it's been a very pedestrian game. You know, they are just playing their lanes, waiting things out. It feels like they're kind of comfortable just out farming and potentially outscaling. Because again, they've got this triple core, whereas VP, we've seen Beastmasters and Pucks fall off post mid-game pretty heavily if they don't get the team fights and catches that they need, which obviously comes through that map control.
Yeah, and I've been praising the idea of like the anti-mage in this game, but there's definitely some truth to the fact of just like the Slardar will crush him. Like their Slardar owns versus these like life stealers and anti-mages. These heroes that just want to stand there and right-click you, and one good bash can just destroy you if you're on even footing. And right now, obviously, the farm's pretty even on them, and Slardar's going to hit that timing of like Mask Madness, BKB, possibly a Blink Dagger at a time where he can just like kill him.
Excuse me, Trent. They renamed it a long time ago. It's Slitherine Crush him, not just crush him.
Sorry, my bad. Slitherine crush him while he does his Guardian Sprint.
There we go.
And his wait, what is the bash called now?
Bash of the Deep.
Sorry.
They renamed all of his spells, right? It just used to be Sprint, Crush, Bash, and Amplify Damage was his ultimate, wasn't it?
That was a dank one.
Oh, man.
They should bring those back. Why did they change that?
I need a bit more flavor.
I like how Bane still has equal stat distribution. I noticed they also just upped that again. I think he starts the same stats. But Bane has always been even on that one, too. I hope that one stays forever.
It's got to. It's like the same thing as all of Ember Spirit's voice lines are all... is 4 syllable? What is it?
I think it's 4.
4 syllables? Yeah.
Well, 4 words.
4 words? Sorry.
I think so. Oh, now we don't even know. We don't even know what it is.
Just go listen to one of his voice lines and immediately know.
Over here.
Oh, that's a level.
Kiyotaka, here now.
Yeah, a bit of a dive into the top jungle. FNG getting taken down. Keeping Kiritych safe. The double Wraith Band AM.
And when you were talking about Beastmaster just like taking over the bottom, all I could think was, and hopefully occupying Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on thing.
I mean, the Punk's going to get the Chen, but this Storm Spirit, they dive deep for this. Running a little on mana, but level 6 down. Kiyotaka's fine. Kiritych, mana void's ready. He turns, but doesn't get the kill. The raindrops keeping the Storm alive, allowing him to get the double kill. Now with FNG arriving, looks like they want to continue on the Storm, jumping forward, but Rubik and Kiyotaka just zap him down. It's going to be an ultra kill. Give it to the Storm Spirit, FNG. Oh, a few more hits, he'll get it. Oh, the Rubik steals it. Kiyotaka down to tower. No, he's all right. Close one. Oh, look at he's blessed with Rune as well.
Okay, so Hellraisers, congratulations on game 1.
Where's the party?
We can just move on now. You know, I could get in the lobby. You know, I can click some stuff. I think for the benefit, I'm going to tell Ramsey. You know, ask them to GC.
And Ramsey's just like, good job, guys. I'm doing my part. I'm farming bottom lane.
Vicious. Ooh, okay. That hurts. Like, it looks like such a dream scenario for the AM. It's like, we're back, baby. I'm going to get my big fat ulti on this stupid Storm Spirit. He's going to farm my items for me.
Level 1 mana void sucks.
It really does. Okay, except for some reason now everyone gets mini stunned as well with that last buff, which is like this spell used to be so bad, and now the AoE is massive. But obviously not massive enough, and not strong enough, and not good enough, because he's currently at 1,300 gold, far away from the Radiance.
Yeah, 4.3k net worth compared to the 5,500 of the Abaddon. I mean, he's nearly at Relic. Like, Relic is 3,400 now. 400 gold cheaper.
Yeah, he's like a whole recipe ahead of him.
Are scanning.
In terms of like, sorry, not recipe, the talisman ahead of him now.
Gonna pick the Rubik. Nice Kiritych with his mana void.
Is under attack.
Okay. Squad X will find the Invis rune. Even gonna coil up solo here. 4 heroes mid for VP. Getting a couple of picks on the supports. I don't think they can really turn this into anything bigger. They're just gonna be filtered back to farm top lane, your top jungle.
That's a good coil because it's just about buying time right now. They just need every little kill. To like slow down this Chen, stop him from pushing in, because he's gonna be the one who's like leading their moves across the entire map.
Radiant's middle tower is
Denied
under
the banner in
attack.
front of Ramsey's. Nice.
Like, the top tower's already down. Storm can play top jungle. Chen can sit mid with a Rubik. Is Abaddon ever under pressure of dying? Like under threat?
They could silence and break him at the same time with Hoodwink and Puck.
That's true.
Radiant's bottom
That'd be
tower
so hype
is
actually if
under
they get that to work.
That'd be a pretty good combo. They are
Maybe this is this it?
They're gonna give it a shot. He gets his ulti off. He makes sure
he knows
immediately. The raw now.
Pro gamer.
He's still gonna die. Storm's gonna come in though. Falling for the cleanup. Sayuw drops. Kiyotaka now unstoppable. Squad X does have that corrosive haze on him, but Miero, even with a Tumbler's Toy, couldn't close the gap to allow the crush to come. This is the thing, like, your Beastmaster has Helm, but bottom tier 1 is very healthy still, so opening this map seems difficult for VP. And that's where my big question mark around this AM Beastmaster was, who takes what part of the map?
Yeah, you're not wrong. And like holding that tower for so long. I definitely had more faith in the ability of the Hoodwink to push the pressure, especially with how well they did in terms of blocking out the camps, but they were not able to pressure this Abba at all. I guess like the constant dispelling of the stacks too of the axes. Oh wait, can you actually dispel that?
Yeah,
I don't even remember. Yeah, okay, that was probably pretty helpful as well. Because even though it's like a really long cooldown on the shield, it's so nice.
They want him again though. They've got the combo. Blow up the Abaddon. 2 deaths very quickly in a row there. So delaying his radiance while catching up on the AM, so he's not tremendously far behind anymore.
Yeah, they're making this combo look easy. Maybe they kind of had planned for this too, just like making sure that everyone was on the same page for that.
It does mean they lose mid tier 1, and again, this map becomes easier to play for HR.
True.
See where they go. I guess this is the time now noticed. Beastmaster, go! Attack the bottom tower. I'm so scared. HR are hunting. Kiritych hiding.
What are like the total game benefits of this Radiance versus Battle Fury though? I guess the Radiance is just better. Like because you're not often like cleaving damage in a team fight, right?
I think it's the additional factor of being able to disassemble into like Nullifier, Butterfly as well.
Yeah.
I think we've seen it a few times on Nagasar, and it's not looked amazing, but I think that added factor of, hey, if we're going super late, I can disassemble this and get 2 S tier items from it, basically.
It's the New Age Medusa, you know.
Or the...
We'll get a rapier. Yeah. We'll go Radiance Medusa. We'll disassemble. It's been suggested to me a few times. I don't think it's play.
I'm trying to remember what there was an AM build in China for a while where it was like Mask of Madness Echo Saber, and you'd like disassemble, reassemble, buy BKB, buy Butterfly, and you had from those 2 items you can make like 3 big items.
Was it the God King build back in the day? That one?
I think it was CTY who did it, but
he has some good builds. Yeah, CTY has some bad builds.
Good old mid AM. Strong stuff, but here's a Roshan for HR.
CTY's back, right? He joined one of the tier 2 squads.
Oh, did he?
Play. Yeah, him and Burden, I believe, are on a team together.
Oh, that's huge.
I know. They're doing some old G gaming, so hopefully it works out better for them, and hopefully it works out better for old G this time as well, the qualifiers. But you know, it's a fresh start to the DBC, ladies and gentlemen.
Some big names coming back. You can't escape Dota. You're always locked in.
Oh my goodness! What a zip, man!
Damage to pull into the ground. On the way out, Storms it. We'll be able to get out of there. Continues to Antares is saying as well. Rubik is deep with an observer ward back in the triangle, and Squad X having to jump away again.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That was a nice save. That was really close to death. I mean, they burned the Storm's Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower
They still
has
sack a
fallen.
tier 1 for it, but it went pretty fast. They would have had way more map control if he was able to hold that for longer. It's not like the worst, I would say, for Virtus.Pro, but obviously, you know, HR are too upset about it, getting a trade of 2 and a tower for it. But now they're going to keep that pressure up, and I don't know if Kiritych really feels like heading over here.
So he's going ready, but that means it's farming time, and Squad X just annihilated in that bottom lane. HR all stuck around. Can't really go too hard on that tier 2. Creep wave is coming, but there's other pockets of space on the map to be had. And Ramses is so comfortable. He can just cut mid-wave. This is usually something you see 25-30 minutes in the game. Invade triangle,
Dire's bottom
cut the
tower
waves,
is
push
under
out tier
attack.
2s. But they're doing it so early with this Chen Abaddon.
This is why people want to try this with this hero. This is why whenever someone sees a streamer or a pro player doing this, they all want to play Abbott. It looks so easy, but the reason it looks so easy is that he had a completely free lane, and it was really well set up from his allies. So it is definitely a big feast or famine style hero. Plus the fact that they have a carry that is also just farming the whole time. So don't expect this to work as brutally in every game that you want to try this out, but this is what can happen. If the enemy decides they want to farm and trade and their carry is having a time farming than you are, this can be the end result. But there is the pressure on doing stuff in the next while. Trying to get high ground with this lineup doesn't look the easiest from Hellraisers. You definitely need to like win the fight. You can't just like chip away the towers. But second Roche is, you know, as it usually is, it's certainly going to be the most key aspect here.
Absolutely.
Radiant
Look at these builds, you know, abandoning over this Manta style. We've known and loved this build for a while, thanks to K1 from Beast Coast. Anti-Mage is going to have the slight upper hand as it goes later in terms of illusions, though, with his Aghanim Scepter giving us blink fragments. He's going to have even more ratty illusions, like in the fight, split pushing waves, being incredibly annoying little nuisances. That's the fact that Storm Spirit got an ultra kill like 12 minutes in. He's huge. Fire Sand, Witchblade, working on the scythe already. So just skipping BKB completely.
Chen has Shard, right? I think they're fighting over the Ancients now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I think Notice just took it back. So wait, how does that affect the HP? I can't click on anything.
So the dragon has 2120. He has the buff that says persuaded to Chen's cause, even though it's belonging to Beastmaster.
Even though it's all on Beastmaster, right?
What's the normal HP of an ancient black dragon?
I actually don't know. That's why I can't click things.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Because Helm
bottom tower
puts it to 800, right? Sorry, 1800.
And the Chen talent puts it to 2200 for minimum, though.
Why is it 2120? Oh god, Kiritych. Oh no, I'm busy looking at dragon HP.
Math is hard, it's fine.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Slardar kills anti-mage, you know, it's the normal evolution. It's just prey and predator.
Dire's top tower.
The Io has come back in. A double kill for Miero.
Dire's top tower has
It's nearly a
fallen.
BKB for himself, so you're going to have even more confidence just to jump in on top of people. Finally, Notice gets to play his game. 20 minutes in, tier 1, tier 2, shove into tier 3 bottom. Takes over that southern jungle with sayuw, as well as the Squad X puck. But it's one thing pushing down his bottom lane, another thing losing every tier 2 on the map. Like HR playing as 5, very tight group together, not giving up any ground when they're all holding hands.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like, dudes really wait for their moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That moment AM Manta style.
Maybe a couple items after.
Dire are scanning.
You know.
Yeah, 20 minutes later. Always Miero looking for him. There was a Hawk that scouted the Slardar in the base. So puck's out of that. Radiant Observer in the triangle sees the AN and the IO.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Kiyotaka
attack.
and Antares. Let's zip across onto FNG. All he wanted was a ward. He'll lose his life. That's gonna allow Kiritych at least to get the D ward. No more vision up on the high ground for HR. Yeah,
Really
HR just feels like a waiting game for next Roche. Just play the map. Don't care.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised the VP's getting as much space as they are, though. Like, considering it's a Storm and a Slardar, I kind of felt like they'd be punished more, but I feel like Virtus.Pro is doing a really good job, especially Notice, like controlling the space down here for such a long time of Beastmaster. I feel like that he was more likely to die than has been shown, but parts against Hellraisers, like you said, are just sort of playing it really safe, sticking up top, knowing that they just want to control Roche, and even getting a little bit of pressure on this top tower now, forcing the Glyph out too. But, you know, likewise down bottom here, they got something going.
The Thunder Hide.
Radiant's
The bad attack speed is out as well. Going to the first set of barracks.
Look at the buff on Abo right now.
That's ridiculous. We're not talking his ulti off. They come the AM with a control. Kiritych heal. FNG saving him, but not for long enough. Slardar in a bad and slap him down. AM's dead with buyback, but now the Pug's in trouble. And they kill off Squadix. Not enough stuns, but the damage comes from Kiyotaka. Another zip from the Remnant. Not enough to finish him. Storm now in trouble himself. Doesn't have Agent's cause, but they've got a cake. A little bit of space, still dies. And Kiritych with his buyback. Looking to get some pickoffs on the way out. Kills off 2. Hunts for Antares in the trees. There's the third one. I didn't lose the melee. That was just a ranged barracks after the tier 3.
Suckered him in there, you know? It's like, we don't have the Aegis yet, but we're high ground. Things are looking good. I don't know. That was kind of expensive.
Yeah, it's a big
bought back, but like he gets so much map space that the buyback doesn't really matter.
I mean, he bought back. He got 850 gold, 2,000 swing to VP. And yeah, the facts, like you say, just getting control of the map. Puck gets to farm bottom. And you push out these waves across the river at long last. But now that HR are all respawned, it looks like they just want to go again. They've still got that deep observer ward. VP feel it coming. They saw it from the enemy triangle.
That BKB that they want to flex on Miero right now.
And poor FNG. He's just cannon fodder. Whenever he shows up, he dies.
We're gonna have a bit of time though until that Roche. At a minute 40, so it'll be enough for Virtus.Pro to fully reset, and should have the Manta by then as well on the Abba, or sorry, not on the Abba, on the Anti-Mage, so can do a little bit of scouting around the pit too.
And they had the bottom outpost, so AM and Pug had a very good idea that Kiyotaka was here. He tries to snap a call and run, but the damage there from Kiritych picks him up. HR have all filtered down here, trying to get some kind of revenge. But catching up to an AM and a Pug is pretty challenging. Squadix going to dodge the crush, jump to the right. That's all right as well.
That was smart to snap the kill instantly though, because I think he thought the TP would be faster from Ramses, and he could just get the aphotic shield off.
Yeah, that would have been really nice.
Yeah, really playing around this outpost, as you said before. Coming right back down here instantly with Sage, getting a ward up, controlling this space.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Manta done and into another 500 gold towards that Aghanim. Like you said, that is definitely part of the build. Like a lot of these anti-mages, that's the goal. You want to get to that Aghanim if you can. Often though, we'll see them get pressured into a Blinken. Not that necessary this game though, really.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Kind of sweet to get to skip over that.
Especially since we've seen in that top fight how much heal from FNG actually comes in. Like Kiritych was on 200 health, straight back to full basically with the full wand and the mech. FNG with that Philosopher's Stone, gonna have a few more items filtering through. But it is that time of day. Roshan is about to spawn. Die with the Hawk, we'll see it first. Have a good idea of what's going on in the area.
They are not good at getting in there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, fighting around that pit sounds pretty bad for Virtus.Pro right now.
Yeah, without like a Blinken Beastmaster or something.
Yeah. It's like what? Like even if you had a Hawk for vision, it's like what are you gonna get? Like maybe you have to get like a crazy bushwhack or something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Especially when Chen has this huge army. Granite Golem, Black Dragon. Everyone's incredibly tanky. Oh, Kiyotaka! Oh, he predicted it! Oh, that's beautiful! Squadix still has to stay shift, but he can't get it off in time. Miero was there to help out the Storm. And Pug's dead for a minute. Coming down bottom now, though, trying to defend this barracks against Kiritych. Blink away. Ramses aiming for the IO. Not enough damage and no stuns. Kiritych. Oh, the crash! Miero has it. Hit a blink away. Counter spell blink. Jumps northwards, but Antares will be here with a fade bolt. No lift though. Kiritych. He's dead. Another flurry of stuns there from HR, and a chasing FNG who came in with a relocate, trying to save his AM, and they're just feeding away kill after kill.
With that hip too. Kiritych showing some respect. Yeah, he got me.
He lost his Aegis, but he's diving behind the top barracks.
Relax.
Just looking for another one. Noticed. Dragged back into kiyotaka. BKD TP within his own base and still dies.
That's pretty funny.
What else could he do?
Well, Ramses, you know, he didn't want to wait for me to start this game. He doesn't want to wait for the game, you know. He just wants to hit these buildings. Look at these little clones go.
40 buildings. Notice trying to drag waves, defend bottom. Top's gone, mid's gone. HR being very deliberate and systematic. Move on to the next layer barracks. Don't want to try and push tier 4s or anything. Miero. He's found Squadix here. Another telekinesis, but FNG's behind him with the heals. Working and prodding, making sure VP don't have easy access to this fight. Mega creeps are on their way soon. Hug trying to jump in and out. That's got a two-man coil which snaps on Miero. Shield is there from the abandoned. Sharpshooter gonna pop out. Borrowed time as well. And now VP in a losing situation. Very difficult for them to fight out of their base, but they're gonna have to try and get anything they can. Solo would be a decent pickup if anything. Please give me this kill.
Я не ошибаюсь.
Like, is there anything good over here? Teammates are just dying. He just smokes. Like, next fight, guys. I feel like storming it up soon.
That should help.
And he is a scythe. Okay, that's where he was running off to. Gotcha. Ooh, what's Kiritych doing here, huh?
What is he doing?
Well, he had the Ags queued up, and now he's also thinking like, do I go Octarine after this? Does that make me immune? The Manta Radiance Octarine build? Is that the truth?
This was my turbo build for Juggernaut and Alchemists for a long time.
You know what? He won a game doing this 18 hours ago. So, yeah, although he didn't pick on Abyssal Blade. To be fair, in that game, he had a Manta Ags Radiance at 27 minutes. So, a little better than this one. I guess it's about the same timing, actually. Only a couple minutes behind. It's not bad. Respect, considering it's in a pub.
It's just so funny to me. As I predominantly play Turbo nowadays, but over the past 3 or 4 years, it's been very interesting to see like Turbo strats come to the forefront of like normal professional Dota meta.
It actually makes sense too.
Like, because Turbo had all the couriers first, that all got added to normal Dota.
Yeah.
Then we had these like, you know, branch, wand, full item purchases for offlane, you know, like Tundra were doing, starting items.
Yep.
Mango spam, you know, it's a huge thing. Radiance Manta Octarine build.
And there's just so much more gold that people are getting through, like better gameplay, but also just on the map in normal Dota. So all these ideas that have been cultivated in Turbo, they're leaking.
Yeah, well, just like, Turbo conditions you to play faster. Turbo going, jumps in, Crush catching out noticed, find the pick on the Beastmaster, the heal's not enough. And FNG, the next one on the docket as well. They slice and dice by their Slaughter. Jump from Kiyotaka, gonna find the hook, got north. And HR is running rampant now over the ranks of VP. GG's call. The AM gonna get found deep in his base. Double kill for Kiyotaka, who has had an exceptional game. 10-2-5 on that storm.
Oh, they're smiling. Look at them. Take the headsets off. Take a breather. That's a W right there. See them all hanging out there as well. But both teams, by the looks of it as well, fully boot camping.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
On as well. And we'll get ourselves into the draft here of game 2. Game 1, it felt like there were a lot of factors at play there that allowed HR to take the victory. Slardar, that offlaner, being one of them. But there's always going to be question marks around that AM's item builds. It's becoming more popular, but
10 seconds
was
remaining.
AM the hero? Was AM going down the right track with items? Was he a problem?
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think it's one of those situations where any item could have worked. Or sorry, any
Radiant
hero would have had the
team
same
Virtus
problem. Any
Pro's
item build
turn
as
to
this
ban.
hero of anti-mage, or like if you were a Spectre or you were some other hero like this, then I think then you would have been having a rough time. Like any slower hero was gonna have a bad time. I don't think it mattered what he built this game. So I think we're good. I think it's just like we gotta readjust the whole way through. Gotta think of a better plan overall. Not the
5
fault of
seconds
the
remaining.
gamer himself. Probably
Yeah,
more
and-
the hero's fault.
Yeah, also got to
team
consider like
ban.
the opener from VP with that IO as well kind of lent itself to that slower, more passive start. He did a decent job keeping people healed up, playing that bottom outpost and trying to set tempo with the rest of his
Virtus.Pro's
team.
turn to pick.
Yeah, it's a difficult one when your puck is in trouble against that Storm Spirit 12-13 minutes in. And VP with a respect ban on Kiyotaka's name there. Do get rid of the Storm early on.
That is interesting though. Is that really the play?
Team pick.
Like Storm of all heroes, and they're gonna grab the Rubik first. All right, so if you're up a game, if I'm Hellraisers, I'm 100% picking Abbott here because I have 10th pick, and I want to flex this idea that I can definitely still just throw it as support or maybe even off lane or something. He can build a meteor hammer. Who cares? Like
10
I want
seconds
everyone
remaining.
to worry about my Abba if I'm Hellraisers.
5
snap it up
seconds
now.
remaining.
Yeah.
Wait, what's left? What was banned previously? DP and
Radiant
Lesh
team pick.
were two of the bans instead of the Eye on the Storm. And they're going to go for the Nature's Prophet, which was ignored, I believe, in game 1. Still a bit of flex, so they've still got that idea of, hey, this is potentially our Ramsey's hero, but it could be going off lane for Miero. And then the double flex, DK between mid and off lane. And 5, right? Because Solo played a game of support DK last tour.
Or 4 now with meteor hammer.
Virtus.Pro's
God, yes,
turn
you're
to
right.
Yeah, boom. Plays, but that's a great answer here from Virtus.Pro.
Yeah.
You know that this is very likely a Ramsey's Nature's Prophet if they have like their dream setup. That's probably what they want it to be. So then you have this Bad Rider to also threaten potential mid laners, but potentially go in the off lane as well and actually
10
do okay
seconds
versus the
remaining.
Prophet. So seems good. And hey, we were just talking about the two most picked heroes in
5
Dota 2
seconds
Pro
remaining.
history, and here they are together, Rubik and Bad. So there you go.
Together, as it's meant to be. So if your plan then, like you say, is to go off-lane Bat against the safe lane Prophet, do you still ban out these anti-Bat heroes? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
ban Storm, you get rid of the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. Storm's already gone, so just get rid of the queen and then we're fine. Like, that's all
Okay.
I care about. I don't even care about banning Storm, just no queen.
Radiant team
Although didn't
ban.
I think
Virtus.Pro's turn to
Nisha, I
ban.
believe, lost his game versus GG as I think it was Quinn Bat, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they attempted that one, and you know what? Turns out it doesn't just auto win you the game, guys. Crazy.
And Quinn is he's a monster.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, we're allowed to say that now that he won the major, right? Do the Europeans not mock him
5
anymore?
seconds
No, won a
remaining.
major.
Oh,
Quinn's cool.
no, I've always been a fan of Quinn.
Not you, Gary. You're not like the other Europeans. You have Brexit. You're not European anymore, Gary. You're North American now. You're just out there in the Atlantic like the rest of us. You're
Just floating.
Yeah.
The 52nd state of the United States of America.
You can come to Canada. Reverse Commonwealth. Okay, we'll take you guys in.
Oh, hell yeah.
We can colonize the UK.
Oh, man. One of those Poland ball memes. With Canada and
Radiant
Australia are like,
team
come here with your
It's
top
okay,
hat and your
come on."
monocle. It's fine. You'll be all right. We've suffered through worse.
No Antares techies again here. That's been removed, and I mean Hellraisers, like, you know, obviously the squad's been through a lot, getting rid of Dahak and then playing with
10
Uragi,
seconds
but
remaining.
if you were hoping for a carry to bring in, Ramses, of course, has always been
5 seconds
a hot
remaining.
ticket in the region, and you're never quite sure what you're going to get out of him. He easily could have been someone you'd expect to have wound up in something like Bet Boom. Like, that's definitely the kind of situation and like the
Yeah.
level you put him in.
Or even like Team
But-
Secret, right? There was a bit of talk
Yes.
about him potentially joining Secret, but it looks like that's no longer the case. I mean, I think he's tagged as a standard still for HR, but I could see this becoming a permanent thing because
Virtus.Pro's turn to
who's
ban.
better? Who else are you going to grab? Unless you find some 16-year-old, you know, wunderkind in pubs or something, like, oh yeah, this is the guy. I think Ramses is always going to be a good shout.
Like what Ramses came from.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, respecting those still, as you said, getting rid of the Slark, right? They want to make sure they didn't ban the Queen because I guess they're not as concerned about that potentially. But they are just saying in case they try and go Slark versus offlane bat, we don't have to deal with that.
10 seconds remaining.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess it's just forcing the hand, right? Saying this is offlane bat.
Remaining.
If you want to put your Prophet offlane, that's fine. But
Radiant
there's no bat and there's no
pick.
Slark. It'll be a difficult one. You to find a hero in that role. All right, this is where things get interesting. Where do we see the DK going? What are these next couple of picks from Hellraisers?
I think
Support-wise?
Yeah, this will just be a 5, whoever this is.
Who's it going to be?
10 seconds remaining.
Whatever happened to Witch Doctor? Like, he's a hero that felt so good for such a long time. His shard, his blink build, and it's like, nah, nobody plays
His
it
shard
anymore.
is sick. First off, the shard is definitely sick.
Sky May.
Wow, Sky. This hero's definitely still busted, by the way. I don't know. This hero still has so much damage. Feels pretty disgusting. Combos up really nicely with a core DK as well, like a 3 DK. Stun into ulti. Damage.
10
People
seconds
gonna die.
remaining.
Easy setup. No counter to the Bat Rider though. Like they could have went
seconds
Disruptor.
remaining.
I thought might have been sort of all right here. Would have paired pretty nicely with the heroes they have, but they just want like mad damage. This could also be the 4 Antares Sky. They're gonna wait for Solo's hero and then maybe pick up the Oracle if it looks okay, and then. I feel like when you have strong cores, you can get away with Oracle. I know the hero's really unpopular, but like they have a Nature's Prophet. If it's a Nature's Prophet 1, he can lane with any 5. So then you miss out on like the weaker parts of Oracle. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm wondering if you could even get away with like a Crystal Maiden or something. Just have that Frostbite to stop the bat from chasing you.
Yeah.
But hey, bit of a change up. So now
That is interesting.
that is going mid now.
So don't they just... What if they just pick Queen out of this phase? Or like Depressed Kid Queen.
10 seconds
He takes that
remaining.
mid. They're like kind of forced to put the bat mid.
5
And
seconds
then the
remaining.
Tide is off lane versus the Nature's Prophet. And then you just like pick some other support that kind of bullies a little. Interesting. Okay, Jakiro's busted, by the way. This hero's win rate, I think he was one of the highest earners in terms of win rate immediately after the patch. Because the usefulness of his spell has just gone through the roof. Like, it's just so more... It's like so much more... I don't even know. Like, successful? It just works. It feels like the spell just works now. Like, Ice Path is just crazy.
What were the changes to it? Just increased duration?
The duration, it got increased by a lot. Like the odds of you just getting hit by it. I'll look up the exact number because it was really good. Basically, J. After that, all right, Ice Path duration increased from 2.6 at level 1 to 3. So it's a half second longer at level 1, and at max level, it's a full second longer. So the max stun is the same, but the path is just there for way longer. Plus, you also get instant macro fire damage, which is also pretty cool. That can be helpful in many situations. Because it's also been buffed over the years. So macro fire does a lot of damage now because it has this like this little like tick on it too that hits you. So it's nice.
That's really cool. And a hero that we have seen used against Bat Rider in the past. Heavenly Jump, pretty nice against the Bat. A lot of damage to kind of keep him at bay. You're kind of trading Sticky Napalm for Arc Lightning throughout the laning phase. It does mean you're going to be losing out on rune control for the most part. But yeah, the fact now you have this global presence. You talked about the DK combo with Skyrath Mage. That's kill threat. TP from Prophet, global from Zeus. Like anywhere on the map that VP show a hero, they could quite easily be collapsed on.
All right, imagine Sky goes Veil, and then DK has Meteor Hammer and Shard. It would be like 1800 magic damage with like a Skyrath, Zeus, Dragon Knight spells.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Virtus.Pro need this looks really similar to last game. They just need the big dog. They just need like some humongous hero to carry this game for them.
Radiant team back.
And we're pretty sure it's DK Sky offlane, Prophet's the 1, and we need the 5 for HR, right?
I think so. Yeah, I would ban Disruptor for sure, because it's solo and there's a Tidehunter on my team. Even if it doesn't, I feel like I'd like someone a little bit meatier because they only really have DK who gets in there. Like a Clockwork. Ooh, solo Clockwork would also be a sick ban. That's why they banned the Undying too. Like same idea. Someone just like gets in your face, and that would have been way better for the lane as well. I think the solo clock's pretty hyped though. He's been playing pretty well in that, kind of like Toronto Tokyo, you know. Get in there.
I mean, where's the good old Triumph? If you're talking about Tokyo heroes.
You don't need the armor anyway. That was the big nerf. It's all just magic damage on Virtus.Pro.
Remaining.
Yeah, I mean, what's the
Not
tower,
bad, man?
What's the tower damage for VP? It's just Jakiro, right?
Yeah, because even does Tide even get it with the? No, he doesn't, of course, because the shard doesn't do anything anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much it. They need the big one. A Marcy core would have been psychotic. That would have been crazy. That's a wild ban. Hellraisers have been checking out Kiritych games or something.
Yeah, look,
that's the only thing I can think of.
Marcy AM. AM would have been pretty good this game as well. All that magic damage.
Ooh, he's been playing some Pudge lately. Ooh. That would be very high tempo, but the magic resistance, you know, that's kind of hype.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, heal reduction against DK.
5 seconds.
Be able to hook
remaining.
into Sprout, catch the Prophet.
Oh yeah, am I dumb? Does he get any magic resistance anymore?
The Pudge? I thought you were talking about just like buying a hood.
No, I was thinking he still had someone like a talent or something, but no, he doesn't. So never mind, I'm just dumb. My bad.
Alki.
Just throwing out random data.
Another Radiance hero. Here we go
big
again.
Dog. He wanted the big one.
He's still very susceptible to getting burst by Zeus Sky DK though.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes. When he is not ultied, he's very spooked.
Yeah, like this
5
is
seconds
like,
remaining.
if this is a Radiance build, it's like Radiance into BKB. You need those two items before you can even think about playing the game. And HR still has this ultimate pick.
I think it has to be a melee hero, but like Disruptor and A.A. are both kind of tempting here, but I feel like it has to be like a Clockwork or a Treant. Feels like that's the most likely way you're gonna be successful.
Or a position 5 Centaur. This is where Solo's like, guys, I need to buff out my my played hero stat.
That's not bad. 5 Centaur? Wouldn't hate it. He picks ABBA. It's like gets unbanned. Everyone's banned this whole time.
Yeah.
Removed very early. Yeah, just give me the beat.
There's like, I agree with your melee hero statement. Now I was thinking there's like Silencer out there as an option, but probably just too squishy in lane. He wants to be a tanky boy.
Elder Titan will be kind of funny, but I don't think that hero's good enough. But the amp damage to add on to everything else, ooh, maybe it's that would be kind of sick if he's an ET gamer.
Choose your hero.
Oh my god!
Bounty Hunter. What's this? Is it his? Ramsey's Prophet, Miero DK, or Kiyotaka Zeus, Solo DK, Flame Bounty.
DK. All right, it is we got it, guys. We still got the meat sack.
Yeah. So is Ramsey's gonna buy Radiance on Nature's Prophet?
I don't think so.
No,
I hope not.
Radiance Manta, Octarine, every hero.
Well, interesting. Well, I don't see Miero as having played this recently, so that's kind of cool.
Wait, I'm assuming he just plays it like offlaners have been played the past year by Greaves, and maybe buying Ags for the bounty.
The most common ones lately have mostly been support players playing it as 4. The last offlane game was Vanguard Ags. Seeing a lot of Vanguard Ags in the offlane, so maybe that's the play.
Could you look up Saberlight? I know he's a connoisseur of the bounty hunter.
Okay.
So I would trust him to know item progression and builds. Maybe that'll give us a good idea of what Miero is going to be heading into.
5 days ago, he was doing boots of bearing into eggs.
Okay.
But that would have been pre-patch, right? How long has this patch been out?
Oh
brain's
god,
broken.
don't get me started.
No, it came out on like the 7th. Anyway,
yeah.
we'll look that up while you guys check out a message from our sponsors.
Prepare for battle.
Stings, don't it? Oh, I
And off to the races we go. Game 2 between Hellraisers and Virtus.Pro as we get ourselves into the match. And Bounty Hunter. Trent, any news on the front there?
Oh yes, that was on the stick. So that would have been of the new patch when he was doing it. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see if he does the Vanguard or if he does the bearing. Looks like Vanguard already has the ring. I feel like the Vanguard makes a lot of sense.
Tank yourself up.
Yeah, I mean the Ags has been very interesting. Everyone tries bounty these days, right? It's the offlane, you know. Everyone wants to be an offlane hero because he was really fun to support, but then they added all these random damage things to like track
and gold stealing,
a lot of the bonuses. Yeah,
and bouncing shurikens.
Yeah, so he's slowly moved away from being a support hero.
He's a funny meme hero. Solo and Antares. Good early damage onto Squad X and a D ward. I'm going to keep their observer ward up there. See if sayuw has an idea of that. Might get the D ward back. Yeah, Vanguard, such a good item on this bounty hunter. He's a hero that loves diving towers and is continually hitting enemies. Will get stunned up by Kiritych. FNG dual breath level 1. Not going to go for the second round there, but forcing Miero to burn through some early regen.
Yeah, can't get the kill there near towers and Tango's running, so totally worth it. Though obviously they still get back in time to grab their own bounty. No one snuck it out from beneath them. And now we'll see how bounty does in this lane. Looks like it'll just be a battle of the spam and harass from Antares. I don't know what's he bringing on his courier. Just Tango, so not a whole lot of mana and spam to work with here.
First range creep deny though. FNG, yeah, a lot of work for him here. Does buy the stick early on against the Sky, makes a lot of sense. But an awful lot of damage between Bounty and Scarth Mage with Junada and Shuriken in this early laning stage. Feels like Alk with this stable to level 1, you know, trying to keep the aggression up to fight back a little bit. But of course, he's going to need that Grieve and Acid Spray to actually play the lane itself.
Kiyotaka here. Yeah, he's taking some serious hurt. 5 stacks, and Xbox was just holding that point there, waiting to see if there's a chance for something. As down bottom here, not a lot you can do versus this Tide Hunter. A 5 DK in the Nature's Prophet, and once you have points into the Kraken Shell, he's just immune to right clicks and to treants. He will just not be taking damage with 2 points pretty much from anything down here. So I think Ramses is just killing creeps.
Well, what's the plan for solo then? Is it just try and stack and pull?
I guess so.
Protect runes, I guess?
Kill his courier, maybe?
Oh? Oh, yeah, close enough to it.
Yeah, that's a great question. I guess just try and make sure Ramses can hit creeps. Mess of the waves, like you said. That's really all you can do. At least he's also hard to kill, you know? He can grab a point in the Dragon's Blood, maybe. At level 2, I'm not sure if you really need Breathe Fire. I don't know how many levels you can count on his 5 DK, so I'm curious what Solo's going to do.
Oh, he hits level 2. There we go. That's what he needs. And the start of the Dragon Blood now.
He's like, look, they nerfed living armor, so I'll just be DK. 1.4 armor. That's close. It's better than nerfed tree. It's worse than busted tree.
I'm strong. I'll tank through all the damage.
You know, I believe Antares is also a Grandmaster Techies, so this guy, you know, he likes the heroes that he likes.
Yeah, and he's going to get a kill with them. Antares' first blood. So it's going to be a difficult lane for FNG there. Not too much Kiritych can do to save him.
There's a taunt now? I didn't know that.
He's dropping gold everywhere.
Yeah, gold just... Is he like Scrooge McDuck swimming in the vault? Is that what that was?
Yeah, it looked like it.
I don't think so.
Infinite money flowing out of his pockets.
In the world. Love that show. It's all about the DuckTales.
And for so long, I wanted to dive into that vault swimming pool of gold coins until I don't know. Exactly, I turned like 16 or 17, and I had this realization, you know, just an epiphany. Hang on a second. That's that solid gold is going to bloody hurt. Like, what is Scrooge McDuck made out of? How ducks are liquid? Ducks are made of water?
Adamantanium, like I believe. Must be it. Adamantanium,
very good.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, like cats are liquid. You put them into a container and they fill the container. Maybe ducks are the same thing.
Ducks are a gas. That's the confusion. Yeah. They become a vapor. Actually, they're that other one, plasma. No one really understands it. Apparently, it's another state of matter.
Ducks fulfill the triple point of.
Yeah.
This is gonna sting.
Wait, hang on a second. What's happening with this treant? Ramses? Sent a treant mid, and he's dragging the mid wave so it doesn't go to tower, so Kiyotaka can stay in the lane. I don't know if he did that on purpose or what was going on there, but interesting stuff.
Whose creep was it? Was it a bottom?
It was a
creep?
treant. It was a profit treant. Dragging mid wave. It was the mid wave that was like like a wave and a half mid that he dragged and held.
He did a little loopy doo for him.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I think it's making sure he doesn't get run out too hard.
Dude, you asked what Solo's gonna do? I don't think Solo knows what he's gonna do. He's just like warding. Doesn't take the 2 seconds to stack that camp though. Weak sauce. I guess I'll just run back down here. Sayuw, same thing. Just doing some stacking.
Oh, bottom lane's casting spells, are they? I've got 5-1 charges. Need a bit more. Come down here. Just use a stun on the tide. Hit him a couple of times.
Body block.
Yeah, get him. And
what happens when an unstoppable object meets an immovable... Wait, wrong one. I messed it up, guys.
Close.
One job. We have Zeus ulti online. No mana currently, but he's got 26 charges, so... Someone makes the call, hits their little chat wheel Zeus ult now. It can be done. Nice deny up there from Miero. Oh, FNG. Uh-oh. Careful now. He's gonna hit the button. Oh, he's pretty dead. But Antares is busy. He's going rune instead. I was gonna stay for another round of nukes. Squadix could die here if he comes back.
Yeah, Solo's lurking. Runes are popping up. Arcane down bottom. DK.
Oh, no Solo!
No Solo. Lets the bat have it. Now he might just die. That was Dragon Tail the Rubik. Gets to high ground with the Visioners there. Dragged into the bat. There's a swift TP, but the lasso leveled up at 6 from Squadix. Does force it, so 80 seconds on the timer now for that.
At least he forced lasso. You know, made the quick TP so there wouldn't be enough damage in time. That's very disappointing though. Just like miscommunication there. Cause I feel like Kiyotaka saw him. I think he knew Bat was going over there.
Oh, enough in that top jungle. FNG and Kiritych, a lot of damage onto the squishy sky. And Miero was contending the creep wave, but the Thunder God's Wrath is there. Now Kiritych might be in trouble too. Level 3 Janada. Level 1
You should do the double tap here. If he... Oh wait, that doesn't work with Shadow Walk anymore, does it?
No, you can't. He won't get the kill, but there's a lot of pressure on him.
Do you know who it still works on? Is Brewmaster's Storm Panda. Just so you guys know. I tested.
Oh, you can like launch a projectile, invis, crit, and then...
Yeah, while you're in the fade time, you can use the projectile, get the bonus damage, and then do it again.
Nice.
So you still get the double bonus. Not nerfed. Haha. Take that, Valve.
They fixed it for the Clinks thing, right? With the Shadow Blade barrage? Yeah. Now, Janada against Greevil's Greed. Greevil's Greed is giving, what, 15 bonus gold per creep, and Janada's stealing 28 gold every, how many seconds? 5 seconds?
Don't make us do math, man.
I'm just going to say, Janada's pretty freaking good against Alchemist. You're gaining gold, I'm stealing it from you. Like, net worth-wise, Alk is at 2,500, Bounty's at 2,900, and now they're diving tower. Miero's got raindrops, Ring of Hell, and the Sprouts there. Ancient Father TP's in, Kiritych with a concoction launches it at the Bounty Hunter. Looks like the Alk will survive. Oh, but for how long? Miero so speedy, gets the Janada hit. The tracks are coming. An FNG on the run, and this is potentially going to turn into a tier 1 tower.
This is actually such a good lane for the offlane bounty hunter too. I don't know if this is like a planned thing where they've been looking at this alchemist and he just knows it's going to be really smart, but the classic when alchemists used to go mid was you would find these really high armor heroes. Like Terrorblade could even lane mid versus the alchemist because the acid spray just did nothing. And bounty hunter is really similar. Like he's at 11 armor right now with +4 as well.
Hey, doesn't give a damn. Notice has to come up here and try and defend. Holding a point for Ravage. 4 mangoes.
Yeah, it's funny because it's not all the magic damage on Virtus.Pro, but there's a lot of physical early.
Kiritych, they're going to kill an Antares. D-ward for FNG, but Miero just keeps on going. Another Janada, the track is up. Shuriken is going to find the finish here eventually. Oh, the telekinesis, the fight with the time, the track, and the Thunder God's Wrath. Miero is 1v4, fighting and killing.
Did you see that? That was level 3 acid spray he was standing in, and his health was not going down.
No cares.
Like, at all. And like, between that and the anchor smash, like, that's actually where all their early value and points is going into, and none of them actually damage Miero right now.
And look at him, he's not even going Vanguard, he's doing straight Lotus Orb.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Yeah, Concoction, Telekinesis, Lasso. I just dispel off the Napalm stacks. Hero spells. That's a pretty nifty first time Lotus. Down bottom, Solo being burnt by the bat, but here comes Miero with Ramses TPing, the global presence of HR. It just seems overwhelming for VP right now.
Getting so much damage.
Dire's bottom tower.
He bounced from one side of the map to the other.
And this was also another old class we haven't really talked about that much, but the idea of track and Nature's Prophet, you just like, you throw out these tracks, and then obviously the ulti's gonna hit everyone.
Oh yeah.
It makes it easier to get like the max damage. But yeah, their ability, like Solo.
Oh my god, Kiritych.
Stun someone, they die.
Oh my god, no, they just 100 to 0'd him without Sky ulti. Level 2 Ancient Seal plus Zeus. It's pretty ridiculous. Like track with Concussive Shot, Ancient Seal with Zeus and Sky. That's an awful amount of damage.
You know what's funny is he was actually rushing Lotus a second ago as well on the Sky, but now he has switched it to the Boots of Bearing.
Okay.
I don't know if they were thinking about double Lotusing, or maybe he just saw what Miero's doing and changed his mind.
I had a little conversation between the two of them. Nobody on VP feels comfortable playing anywhere on the map apart from deep jungle camps right now. Squadix is in the Ancients, Kiritych Alk picking a couple of stacks in that northern jungle. It feels like HR, if they want to go for a tier 1 top or mid right now, they probably could. Yeah, Kiyotaka and Ramses having pretty free games. Hand of Midas, Nature's Prophet. Zeus has Kaya and majority of Sanj done. And DK starts off with a stun. Finish off with sayuw Rubik.
And, you know, the games where this is unsuccessful with the Bounty Hunter are the ones where you're not getting a bunch of kills all across the map. That is not currently a problem. He looks like he's just in the mode, you know? He's like full, I'm gonna run at you and I have the damage from my team to back it up.
Yeah, there's diving Batrider now. It just really is overwhelming. Unstoppable force here from HR. There's 5 heroes in the bottom lane. Go straight for the tier 1, and they can swing up top if they want to, go into mid. It feels like there's no answer, and you're looking at this Kiritych Alk and thinking, okay, Armlet's nearly here. Is he ready to fight with Armlet? Probably not.
Middle tower
Then Radiance, then BKB? Probably not.
He's never going to want to build a Radiance ever again.
Dire's bottom tower.
Just having a miserable series, you know? Sitting around waiting for it. All right, the
behavioral therapy for Dota 2 players. Losing games by buying Radiance. Bat loses 70% of his health from 1 round of spells. Nearly dies to the Thunder God's Wrath. But notice Tide is coming now.
The sea
Stolen point for Ravage. Stolen Thunder God's Wrath. Scouts them out. Does a decent bit of damage there, but no kills.
Oh, let's pop it ulti in 4 seconds.
Oh,
can he kill sayuw? What level is he? No, only level 9. No. I thought maybe. Well, could he?
Я не ошибаюсь.
The max damage is kind of insane. It gets up to like 500. But he let him live for now.
Active Fountain. I mean, everyone's just licking their wounds on the VP side. While Antares and Miero play up in that top jungle. Another tower down. Ramses nearly has his Maelstrom. We're yet to see a Tide Ravage. It's been a good job from Hellraisers to pick and choose their battles. Like they saw Tide TP top, so they will move bottom. They see him mid now, so HR start playing top lane. They're avoiding this Tide perfectly. It really feels like that's the only way back into the game for VP is a massive Ravage with Bat and Jakiro damage on top.
And look at Solo. He's just like, I'll just run up and hit the tower. What are you gonna do? Kill me? I don't care. Can you waste spells?
Miero?
Courier hunting, you know, what else is there to do?
Hello, Al. You have money for me to steal?
Hits him with a track.
Come back here.
He pinged mid and he also pinned over there. So they're checking the sentries. Quadix. Ooh, not gonna find out Ramses. I mean, Ramses almost dead there. Not taking much, but has the vision to keep him safe up here. That's gonna get removed by Quadix.
Oh, Quadix counters the travel, working on BKB. Noticed, getting chipped at by HR, but he's gonna be able to stand his ground with that pipe. Looks like Zeus already changing ideas as well, going Bloodstone. So Kaya into Bloodstone for the Zeus.
I mean, he is definitely getting the space in the back lines. You know, between how tanky this bounty hunter is. You know, don't be deceived by his small stature. Going immediately into a Lotus Orb, it's going to make you very tanky on this hero.
Yeah, I guess you don't need the sand straight away for Zeus because you'll have that Lotus, right? If you get lassoed, stunned, anything.
His levels are hurting though because of the way you play bounty, like just hunting across the whole map. You know, compared to someone who had a much worse lane and noticed. You know, he's closing in on level 12.
I've been given a lot of room in that mid lane. There's no pressure for HR right now. Top 2 net worth heroes. Alk trying to catch up, but there's always that discussion about Alk games. As Thunder God's Wrath again, popped out by the Rubik, but no ability to finish off solo. Still half HP.
Jeez, man. Speaking about hurting, watching Kiritych farm this is just sad.
And yeah, usually
not speedy.
Usually Alk, you know, we always have this discussion about Alk needs to be top of the net worth. His net worth is inflated. He needs more items, more gold than any other given hero in the same position. And the fact that he was 4th, now 3rd place, feels pretty difficult for him to find a foothold in this game. Radiance isn't too far away, but that's just another stepping stone towards playing. Never mind towards victory. Looks like HR thinking about another smoke as well. Antares and Solo. They've got Blink Dagger DK. So that jump stun into Mystic Flare. You can quite easily find them a kill on anyone outside the Tide at this point. Batrider, ideal target. Quadix, under vision now.
Is under attack.
Feels like he knows what's coming, so plays off to the right-hand side.
I don't know about this one, Tide. Oh, it's whittling down.
It's annoying. He held his pipe though.
Are fortified.
A macro fire. The glyphs creeps. Rallying around the Zeus to push into the tier 1.
Now we
just
tracked.
pops his pipe. Tracked. Has Ramage. Notice all bounces back the gust. Ramage does connect onto 3 of them. They're gonna take down Solo and Miero. VP holding their own while Ramses and Antares on the run now. A little too deep from Hellraisers, meeting 4 members of VP while the Alk is farming.
Nice. It's a pretty good first Ravage. Hold that off, take down a couple kills. Bounty Hunter feels forced to go over these plays right now, so playing defensive for them is the best thing you can do. They are going to immediately run back at this tower, though, because there's no Ravage. However, there is a Radiance now. I mean, he can't really, like, fight, but he can at least do some mop and bucket in a similar situation. Unfortunately, I don't know how you get a good start without BKB on bat. I think he just needs to farm that out.
I think that's what we're looking at. Squad X quickly scurrying through the jungle, find any camps and stacks he can, but he's going to get jumped by the Solo DK. Antares doesn't have Mystic Flare. Another couple of seconds, but the track bat's going to get chased down nonetheless.
Should not be allowed so near the heavens.
That's BKB denied and delayed for quite some time yet again.
Dire's middle
Snap smoke again from HR as Solo goes straight for tier 1. A bit of a wraparound from Kiyotaka and Antares.
Hit the tower, Solo.
Stop hitting creeps.
Radiant.
Put that poison on the building.
Man, they're doing the long wrap up, he said. Coming right behind sayuw. Oh, they're looking for Alk. They know.
Kiritych. Oh, the line is drawn. FNG's made the read, but Ramses with the TP. They're on top of him. Chemical Rage and a cut through the Sprout. Quelling Blade saving the day for Kiritych there. As it looks like still fighting around that Jakiro. Left-hand side, FNG. A nice macro fire on that staircase. Looking for Kiyotaka. Noticed. Slap into the Zeus. FNG dies. Mystic Flare into the Sprout. Kills the Rubik. They can't get him. And they can't find the Zeus. He's too tanky. Slips away from them. And 3 heroes down on the side of VP. He's got to hurt.
why I just can't play Tide anymore. It just feels so sad we don't Ravage.
Yeah, no Ravage, no fun.
You're so strong, and then you're just so not. Ugh. It's so painful. Couldn't finish off that little Zeus. This Blood Zone just a bit too much. Felt like you need to force something, but it's such a bad time to do it with your heroes.
Yeah, and during that fight, Back got his BKB, but I wasn't able to really utilize it. Looks like it should tie in decently without BKB timing, though. Kiritych closing in on that one. Now second in net worth. The things are improving for VP. As HR have taken their foot off the gas a little bit, but now time to go pedal to the metal into the Roshan pit. Get that first Aegis. Play the map even more aggressively than they already have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, we're talking about the potential for the Agnums as well this game from the Bounty Hunter. That's what a lot of people have done, but
yeah,
I really like this. Yeah, I think just like when you look at their heroes, that's really kind of the last thing they need. Like the Shuriken's function is that it implies Janata when it hits, which is really cool when you have the Agnums. But like, does he really need that right now? Like, they have damage. All he has to do is just track people, and like the damage will be there.
Are you saying that function comes before fun?
Only in this one game. That's it. Never again.
Well, poor sayuw tracked up and killed. And a track from Miero and keep on coming. Squatting to the BKB TP. FNG not going to be so lucky. Critted down and blasted by the lightning bolts. While Solo, he wants a high five by the tier 2. Can't keep going on the Tide, though. An immediate drawing on the map. They know they're pressured bottom. They've booted VP out of this bottom right-hand corner of the map, defended their tier 1, and now they want to swing up into that top jungle. Just keep hunting the Alp, make sure he's not comfortable anywhere on the map.
You're just wondering if he's going to play some Dota now.
Yeah, please let me. Antares is popping drum chop. There's no he's going to have boots of bearing soon. Using it whenever he can. Solo.
Alright, here it is.
Inside the macro fire. Oh, is he alright? He's burning and dying. You get the kill on the boss fight. A big group up from VP, though. Everybody's here. He's gonna group farm the triangle with Kiritych. Protect the Alk at all costs.
And the lead continues to grow, but there it is.
Notice the triple threat timing.
That's right. That is what we're looking at here. Will
10
be
seconds.
Enough?
10 seconds for that bat BKB to come off cooldown. Then, do you want to smoke? Because it's felt like VP's main strength has been kind of waiting for HR to come to them.
I mean, right now, Rubik has 800 damage in instant nuke. That's kind of hype. Between the amp on Breathe Fire and Fade Bolt.
Tower is under attack.
Maybe they could blow someone up in a Ravage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Absolutely
attack.
could.
Like Kiyotaka?
Dire's structure.
Yeah,
Don't Ravage, don't Ravage.
Zeus. Hold it. Wait for it. Now you Ravage. Find the Zeus. Take him down lower and lower. Burst him. He's taking a while. He's got to die. Aegis claimed up, and now VP gonna start bleeding out. They've lost the Rubik already. Notice gonna get caught in a sprout. Not even with a Kraken shell. Can't get out. Rough times for Virtus.Pro here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty hard to get that kill with the Ravage, and then that just kind of ruins any fight post-Aegis. Rough couple of games here from Virtus.Pro. They're putting so much pressure on this position 1 hero in both games.
Hey, Kiritych has not had a good series. HR have had his number. But just look at Miero. What he's doing right now is what they've been doing to him the entire series.
Dire's middle tower is
Usually
under
there's a
attack.
carry, you go for like one more wave, but he can't against the Bounty, Prophet, Zeus. You don't know where Solo is.
Yeah, he just needs to do like the classic sneaky farm of the ancients.
Well, they saw the Bounty. Lotus gonna bonk him back with a concoction. And he's got 101 charges here, but Miero needs some backup from his team and he won't be having it. Has to relinquish control of the enemy Ancients area. He's double warded up, so VP with all the vision in the world there to play around. This is where this Antares gem comes into play now. Just remove all the options from VP because they need vision to catch with bat, to find the perfect ravage, to have this blink out, land his stuns.
And I love how, like, when Virtus.Pro want to claw back into this, a lot of it's going to be based on like AoE spells. Obviously, like Ravage, but then just even like sticky napalm all over the place and like some dual breath. And then you got the Boots of Bearing. These items, I love having these on the team now. Like, they should just be spammed nonstop. Why would you ever stop spamming them? Get a couple pairs. I don't care. So we'll get 5 pairs. Never goes down. Run them the whole time.
Faster.
Radiant are scanning.
É só isso.
Oh, another smoke. FNG. Feeling like we need to break out of the rut here. Find something.
The seeds of fortune.
Everybody in the mid lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under
HR
attack.
are not giving them any options. They grab the top outpost. Ramsey's hiding in that bottom area of the map. Got his silver edge. Very hard to find. It looks like VP want to wrap around into mid. Miero holding the gem. Oh, jump in from Squadix, but he won't find the catch. Out the long sword as well. Aiming solo now instead. Got off his jump stun and a lasso expended here just to kill off the DK. While the broken tide taking a lot of damage. Noticed. Okay, looks like he's fine to get back to high ground. Just a quick in out there from VP. Find the support kill, but again, you just look at these towers. Tier 1 standing strong and tall for HR.
Every time I look at the net worth gap, it just goes up another 2k. And there's also an Alchemist who has been increasing his value by quite a bit. So it's like they're still gaining in their lead. Alchemist is still like the only breadwinner really for Virtus.Pro, and he's still not ready to really fight. He really needs this Basher, I feel like, to like YOLO a fluke kill.
Yeah. And then we had Noticed who had a good laning stage. Now he's barely ahead of the Skywrath in net worth.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Even solo
And
DK.
has to contend with a silver edge.
So yeah, that's a rough one.
Ooh, solo, let's go.
Solo again, just inside his ice path.
Is under attack.
Very irritating.
Ramsey's TP'd in, but his silver edge wasn't cool enough for another 3 seconds. Like, he couldn't commit for the kill there on the side.
And at least a minute and a half to wait for the next Roshan, so a bit of time here for HR to consider their options of pushing out these waves, trying to hem in VP on their side of the river. And of course, Ramsey's just farming back, keeping that efficiency going. Satanic's going to be done by the next team fight as well, so killing this Nature's Prophet has been impossible so far this game. Becomes even harder later on. It's another attempt on solo. Yeah, looks like Noticed. Oh, he doesn't want to go for the finish. Instead, wants to run away. Mystic Flare, not going to finish him. Or was it concoction reflected back? Yeah.
It stunned them all. They just got all hit by the bounce concoction.
Lotusor, what hell of an item here. Great pickup.
It's so annoying versus Alchemist. It's like guaranteed that you're gonna stun that guy back and like force BKBs and puts this bad pressure onto them. Everyone's standing around the Alchemist getting stunned. All right, revenge.
Stun himself?
Didn't like it.
Unfortunate. But again, when VP are making these plays, the rest of the map belongs to HR. Top and bottom, heavy pressure.
The lead has stayed 11k for a little bit now. And you know, every time I've been looking, it's been going up. Stayed even for a bit. Good sign.
Silver lining, Trent.
I got him. I got him all over the place, okay? Another one? Last game, they were in a similar situation, and Virtus.Pro didn't really have great heroes around the Roche Pit. They had good vision. They didn't really have a good way to execute. This game, I see some good heroes around the Roche Pit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chucking some random damage. We got Ravage. We got Bab Rider. Kidnap somebody. Take him out of the fight. Take him to the high ground where the rest of your allies are. Unfortunately, you have to actually be there. And Antares, well, he's in the Roche Pit as the potential is happening. He is just camping here. We're up to a minute and 10 seconds.
Just chilling. Nothing else to do on the map. Just wait and see.
Do you think Antares knows how to set up a tent? Like, what do you think is the percentage of Dota players that could set up a tent?
Oh god, like 2%. Like really low. But jump on the bat, Mystic Flare, not gonna connect properly on the Squadix. Chuck out the Thunder God's Wrath as well, but again, solo in the line of fire, getting battered down by Kiritych. Chase is on now. There's Alk stuck in the Sprout. Oh, he's in big trouble. BKB broken, cuts his way out. There's so much damage coming his way. But that BKB gives him the safety he needs. Oh, jumping back over the connection. Kiritych about to drop. The lasso's there onto Ramses. Kiritych is still alive. The Alk finds his way out of danger. All they lost so far was the Jakiro, but it looks like sayuw. Oh, the Sprout blocks them. His Quelling Blade pays off big time. Tracks up the DK. Track on track. Oh, he's going to die though, surely. He's got a glimmer. They've got a sentry. But he's still tracked up.
Middle tower is under attack.
That could have been so much worse.
I can't believe Kiritych survived. And they're picking him out now. Antares is like, how did this guy live?
All right.
And now it's
they
Roche.
thankfully had the gold lead out of that. And yeah, now they're on the top half with all their heroes. Oh my god, Ramses comes in here with the silver right, so he's looking for a big play with Miero.
Now his solo's getting burst down, but Miero and Ramses there on Kiritych. He's silenced. Oh, self-stun. Dies to kiyotaka in the end. And now Squadix running back while the Zeus picks up a double kill. FNG left to the slaughter here. And HR has got the option to just go straight into Roche. Looks like Ramses. Oh my god, is he going to go for it? One hit, two hits. Inside the Sprout, Squadix stuck and killed. Ramses, he made the call to go bottom. Read the Batrider like a book.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, they had vision as well, but...
Yeah. Yeah, that one stings. I mean, punishing the Alchemist as well because his Gigabyte was still on CD. And then, of course, he has no Manta this game, so the silence is just destroying him. Antares. They don't have a Lotus of their own to help out. They're trying to get one. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, this is going to be second row trade shot. Who gets the shard?
Oh, come on. Give it to them. Half on allied heroes. Sky. Find the shield of the Scion. Oh. More armor. Oh, look at that Zeus damage. Whew. Oh, look at the. That's actually more impressive. Is the profit damage?
Middle tower is
Like
under
Zeus
attack.
gets it for free. Ramses gets a little bit of it for free, but the positioning of the team fights really well done.
Good stuff.
They know.
What's happening over here? Oh,
They
really?
know.
There's an Alk courier, there's a Rubik, and now there's a high ground ward. Easy pickings. Zeus 10, 0, and 10.
Is he just buy a Gleipnir? Can you relax, Ramsey?
Another item.
Gleipnir. Yeah, okay. I'm the Alchemist. Okay, this is cute though. Oh, look, there he is. You were right, team. I think we were trying to bait that, like blow up the Aegis and run away.
Radiant are scanning.
I didn't want to commit.
Scan hits. Hellraisers, they're in the know.
Ramsey just walks straight towards
Oh, that timing!
And Ramsey's like a bull seeing red. The scan changes color. He charges towards them. Noticed, gonna get 4 steps away, but FNG trapped and they kill both of them. Tide and Jakiro. 2 big team fight heroes gone.
Dire's bottom
Which combo? Dragontail, Mystic Flare, or Ancient Seal Zeus?
Starting the Nature's
Dire's
Prophet ulti
middle
on one
tower
side of the map
has
and then
fallen.
Zeus ulting, so it rips through the heroes as they get revealed. Oh, that was
Dire's
so
structures
gross.
are fortified.
It's like Spectre does the same thing with Nature's Prophet too. It's just so funny.
Я не ошибаюсь.
That is so powerful.
Dire's bottom
Like
tower
between
has
Zeus
fallen.
and Nature's Prophet, just like raw magic damage, they're doing like 4,000 damage in those fights.
Just pressing 2 buttons, basically.
Yeah.
Press 2 ultis.
Barracks are under
Shred
attack.
through VP. And there's the way to barracks. For your troubles.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Still got, what, 3 minutes left on Aegis? Could have thought about going for another lane here. There's a DD rune spawn bottom, plenty of room on the map up top. And of course, you're always going to be a little afraid here of this Blink Ether Lens Batrider with a lasso to drag you into Fountain.
Ah, but who doesn't want more items? Do they have a Lotus yet?
On Dire?
Yeah, they still don't. Man, they need Lotus. They gotta help Kiritych. I mean, they have, what, 4 staff on 2 of them, I think? On Tide and...
Rubik.
Yeah.
3, in fact, right? Rubik, Tide, and Jakiro
okay.
have forces.
Alright, so that's the play instead. Rubik doesn't have the shard yet, though. So that's still the one save, I guess.
And there's another Lotus Orb for the Radiant. Antares finishes his at long last. Well,
They didn't
pivoted bottom.
keyboard the other one.
FNG.
They were dying.
Oh dear. How much gold has Miero made this game?
Oh yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see if we can check the stats. I believe it shows in the post game. You can see how much gold he actually makes from Janata. So it'll be kind of interesting.
You can't see the track gold, right?
Maybe on third-party sites. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Actually, I think you can. I think it shows up in the gold breakdown after. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't work on pro games right away. So we'll see.
We'll see. The high ground again. DD Prophet. Yeah, you want to face off against this man? No, I don't think so. No, just Squadix. Can't break through that Lotus Orb. Ramsey's Furion. He's going to destroy your buildings.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
It's so difficult to make a jump as VP right now. Ramsey's even under the cover of Invis now. Looking for his opportunity. Oh, that big hit on the tide. Was that 600 damage in one hit? Wow. And another lane, as easy as that. Still having his base ward as well. I see everything VP is doing.
Polo, I see 2,300 gold. I think it's time.
Radiant?
Meteor hammer.
Only 30 gold shot. Lotus is there. Last one at the back. He didn't. Not as beginning quick enough. Now Squadix half health. Still aiming for Ramsey. Gets fast up, but of course he's holding ages. We're in the hill respawn with Satanic gliding in ready to go. Blasting the Lotus. A lot of magic damage. They time the Ravage though. Connecting onto 3 of them. Lifting up Solo. But they've got stunned in the back of the Kiritych. Solo stops the Alchemist track. Lifting him up. Saving the fight. Killing him off with Ramsey's final bit of damage. No out for 70 seconds. You're bleeding out. And VP on their last legs. They call the GG.
They actually have a chance there to maybe get the kill. And Solo's like lurking in the back, waiting for the Blake stun to force the self stun on the out again.
So nice.
Poor Kiritych, man. Oh my god. I would just be upset. Like the high fives in the background there for Hellraisers. They're pleased.
You're all pleased. It was a good game. And yeah, very impressive stuff for Hellraisers.
Flavor time!
He has some really good counters in this game.
Whisper gonna